Hi friends, in this segment we're going to see the poem A Legend of the Northlands. The poem is in the form of a ballad which narrates a story. This poem talks about a little woman who was punished by Saint Peter for refusing to give him any one of the cakes that she had baked. In the first stanza, the poet describes Northlands. He says that the place is located far away in the region of the North Pole. In the Northland, the days are smaller and the nights are longer during the winter season. The people of Northland could not sleep as the nights were cold and long. Northland is a very cold place. The poet says that whenever snow falls in the region, the people of Northland tie the reindeer to the sledges. Reindeer is a species of deer found in the polar region. Further, he says that the children look like the babies of bears when they wear funny furry clothes during the winter season. The people of the Northland region tell an interesting story to their children. The poet says that he does not believe that story is true. However, the readers might learn a lesson after listening to the story. The story starts like this. Once there was a saint by the name of Saint Peter. He used to live in the world and walked around it, giving religious speeches to people just like other saints do. Then an incident happened. While traveling around the world, Saint Peter came to the door of an old cottage. In the cottage, he saw a small woman who was making cakes. She was baking them on the fireplace. Since Saint Peter had fasted for the day, he was feeling weak. He was almost losing consciousness due to hunger. The fast was over for the day and he was looking for some food to eat. So he asked to that woman to give him a piece of cake. The woman was selfish. She felt that all the cakes she had baked were big ones. So she made a tiny cake. But when she baked it, she found it to be large. So she decided not to give that cake because this woman was too greedy. This time she took very little dough, which was smaller than the previous one. When she baked it and looked at it, she found that it was also the same size as the previous one. So again she was not ready to give this piece of the cake to Saint Peter. Again she started making a new one. This time she took a very small quantity of dough. She rolled it flat and baked it as thin as a wafer. However, she could not give that thin piece of cake to Peter owing to her greed. The woman said that when she eats her cakes, she feels that they are small. But now, when she has to give even a single piece of cake, she considers them to be large ones. So she decided not to give the cake at all and put it all on the shelf. After watching all this behavior of that woman, Saint Peter became angry. This behavior of the woman had provoked the saints. Saint Peter said to the woman that she was too selfish, and he told that you are not meant to live a human life. You do not deserve food, a house, or a fire to keep you warm. You have become so selfish that you are not ready to share these resources with anyone. Saint Peter cursed the woman and said she would become a bird, and just like the birds, she would also have to build her home. She will get little food to eat. She has to work hard throughout the day, and only then she would find some food to eat and dry wood to live on. As Saint Peter cursed the woman, she did not get a chance to speak anything in her favor. She went through the chimney and flew out from it in the form of a bird. The woman turned into a woodpecker bird. The woman was wearing a red color cap when she was transformed into a bird. Interestingly, the bird also had a bright red color cap on its head. Everything other than the cap was burned in the fire. Her clothes were burned and became black like coal in the fire. All the people who live in that region and even the schoolboys have seen this type of bird in the woods. She lived in the tree for the whole day and dug the wood for her food. Older people narrate the story to their young children to teach them not to be greedy in their life. In our life, too, we should not be too greedy. We have to be satisfied with what we have. I hope you could have understood this poem. Stay tuned with Learning Station for further videos. Thank you.